A Little Spot of Flexible Thinking, written, published, and illustrated by Diane Alber. Hi, my name is Flexible Thinking. I'm here to help you find new ways to solve problems, look at things in a different way, and make it easier to adapt to change. When thoughts go through our brain, we have the chance to make them rigid or flexible. Rigid thoughts can cause a lot of frustration, and flexible thoughts can help us to remain calm. Explaining the difference between rigid and flexible can be a little challenging, so I thought I would explain by using trees as a metaphor. Here are two trees, a rigid oak tree and a flexible palm tree. Rigid oak trees are strong with deep, thick roots. Their trunk and branches are not very bendable. They can snap in half with a strong wind. Flexible palm trees have a very thin, spaghetti-like roots. Their bodies are bendable and adaptable. They can easily move with the wind. They can bend up to 50 degrees without breaking. That's almost half their body. On a warm, sunny day, these trees are happy. Rigid oak tree versus flexible palm tree. But if there is a change in weather, like a rainstorm with high winds, think like a palm tree. The rigid oak tree can't bend with strong winds. As much as it tries to stay strong, it eventually snaps and becomes frustrated. However, the flexible palm tree flows with the wind and remains intact and calm. We all can decide how we want to react to change. We can think like a palm tree and be flexible and calm, or we can think like an oak tree and be rigid and frustrated. Sometimes we don't even realize we are thinking like an oak tree. That's why I like to start each morning with words of motivation. This helps get your mind ready to handle anything that comes your way. I'm excited to start the day and learn something in a new way. Flexible thinking is the key. To remain calm like a palm tree. I also like to prepare for change with a backup plan. A good backup plan is excellent to have when the original plan doesn't go the way you want it to. Think like a palm tree. If the weather changes or the outfit you want to wear is dirty, you can avoid being upset by having a backup outfit in your mind. Being open to options helps train your flexible thinking skills. To create a backup plan, you have to think of what could happen and what options you would have. What could happen? Your toy stops working or it breaks. What could you do? Option 1. Option 2. Sometimes things can happen so quickly and unexpectedly that you don't have time to think of a backup plan. When this happens, you might need to problem solve by coming up with a different way to do something. It can be hard to handle change when it involves routine. Try to change the way you do something in your routine. This will help train your flexible thinking skills. So when the time comes to think of a new idea on the spot, you will be ready. Learn a new way home. Discover a new breakfast option. Try a different hairstyle. Think like a palm tree. Like the time you were excited to play soccer, but your soccer ball was flat. Instead of getting upset, you thought of another way to make a ball with a crumbled up piece of paper, and you had a great time. Try something new is a great way to give yourself more options in the future, and the easier it will be to have a positive experience that you weren't expecting. Get creative. Try to see different uses for things. To create something new, be an inventor. Challenge yourself. Don't try to avoid something if you think it's too hard. This will give you a chance to test your flexible thinking skills. Change. So the next time you experience a change or a challenge, remember to think like a palm tree. The end.